And I got Barry Jenkins here, the director of Dear White People. How are you?
I'm pretty good, man.
How's this event going for you today? What do you think of all the fanfare and the buzz of your show?
It's awesome. Now, it's not my show. I directed an episode. It's Justin Simeon's show. So I'm just glad to be back, a part of the family. You know, I see all the cast is here and Justin's here. And it was wonderful to be invited into the Dear White People world.
Tell me about the episode you directed. What was the message that was sent on that? I know each one of them has a message.
Yeah. It's not that each one of them has a message. I think the show is about communication and misunderstanding and understanding. It's why certain episodes are told from different perspectives. You see the same event happen, but from somebody else's point of view. My episode is Reggie's episode, and it was just lovely to step into a world where the perspective is so specific, character to character, that I could do my thing with Reggie's episode, and then Tina Mabry's going to do her thing in Coco's episode. It was really freeing as a director.
Okay, so they gave you creative collaboration, creative opportunity to put your stamp on it, so to speak.
Yeah, you know, Justin saw Moonlight before anybody else. He came to the first rough cut screening, and so I was offered this episode before Barry Jenkins was a person you would offer an episode to, and I think he chose me for this particular story for some of the things he saw in Moonlight. So it felt like it was, not that it was tailor-made for me to direct, but I could tell that my aspirations, the things I'm concerned with, you know, the issues I'm most concerned with, they just dovetailed with this characters and with the storyline.
And Moonlight did some things at the Academy Awards. It did okay, right?
It did all right. Yeah.
What do you think the message of the show, and how is that going to be received right now as it rolls out to the public?
You know, it's interesting. I'm on Twitter and Instagram, and you know, there's maybe more people who hit me up about this episode of Dear White People than hit me up about Moonlight, especially at this point. I think the message is, again, it's about communication. You know, this thing happened with Bill Maher this week, which came out of the blue. And if you watch the episode that I directed of Dear White People, basically the same conversation that's happening around Bill Maher, we covered in that episode. You know, it just shows how relevant these things are. And, you know, you watch the episode and you assume that only people who look like the characters in this show can relate to it. But clearly, with what happened this week, maybe some other folks should have watched the episode as well.
Yeah, and someone like that, it's not okay. I don't care who he is, it is not okay.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Barry Jenkins, for dropping by. He's the director of the episode on Dear White People on Netflix. Check it out. Thanks, my friend. Nice job.